Thank you for joining me on Namasté with Renee. Make sure that you are near a nice wall with nothing hanging around that you could possibly kick, hopefully. That's why my clock's way up high. Benefits of legs up the wall, just feeling supported right now, I think is really nice. That's how I woke up this morning, just wanting to kind of feel supported, so I thought I'd kind of integrate that. When we're relaxing like that and we're elevating our legs, we are sinking down into a lower heart rate, which is pretty cool. You're draining your veins and you're increasing circulation, and that blood flow is going back to your heart, which is super beneficial. If your legs are feeling swollen, if you've been sitting a lot, things like that, and you're feeling a lot of pressure there, your feet feel cramped, going into that pose is therapeutic because you're taking that tension out and again sending things back toward your heart. So it's really good to do after you've been flying. So after you get off a flight, if you can, elevate your legs like that at the airport or whatever, once you get to your destination, that's awesome because you're also avoiding clots from collecting in the lower extremities. Also just sitting at a desk all day. You can see my desk, that's what I was pointing to anyway. Sitting at a desk at work or just being on the computer or even standing. Those standing jobs where you're on your feet a lot, that legs up the wall is going to be beneficial. Another thing is that you're going to be stretching out your hamstrings. So once we elevate our legs like that, you're going to feel a nice release back there, and then on the low back for anybody with those low back lumbar issues. So I'm excited to do this with you. And then the final kind of benefit is pelvic relaxation. So the pelvic muscles are relaxing and sinking down when you're elevating those legs. So let us get into it. Spotify. So I am playing Debut Say right now on my Spotify list in case you want to listen along. All right, so here we go. We're going to come close up to the wall, and just a way to get into it, putting the hips aligned next to that wall, and then just swing on up. And I always have to shimmy a little bit to get closer. So do what you have to do, adjust yourself. We're gonna take our arms out to a T. Can you see me? Okay, arms are gonna be out to a T. And just take that right leg off the wall and let's do some simple circles. And other direction. Release that right leg back down to the wall. Take that left leg off the wall, going in one direction. And reverse directions. And let us do the same thing with our wrists. So take that right wrist and just circle. And circle in the other direction. Back down. Take that left arm up. Same thing. And other direction. All right, let's take those arms and straight out in front of you like you're flying in some kind of crazy position. Take the left hand and use it to flip the right fingers toward your face. So feeling a forearm stretch in the bottom of that forearm. And take it in the opposite direction now so that the fingers are coming toward you and you're feeling a nice stretch through that wrist. And release. Do the same thing now with the other hand. Left fingertips come back toward your face. And press those left fingertips toward your face now. In the other direction. With that wrist pointing down. Top of the wrist is probably parallel to the ceiling. And shake that all out. All right, take those arms back down to a T. Shrug the shoulders up by the ears and away so that you know that those hands are radiating out past those shoulders. And we're just gonna look over to the left. Look over to the right. Back to the left. Back to the right. And gaze up, high, and down. And up. And down. We're going to take eagle arms now. So wrap that right arm underneath the left. And reach those fingertips toward the mat behind your head. And bring the elbows now toward your navel. So you're bringing those arms back in the opposite direction. Look over to the left and maybe shift the arms over to the right. Look over to the right, shift the arms over to the left. And just play around with it, feeling a nice stretch in the scapula probably. Maybe take some circles with your eagle arms. And right now, just keeping your legs elevated like this is amazing. A general recommendation is to do it for 5 to 20 minutes with the legs up like this. And a friend from dance class actually told me that his doctor had recommended that he do this, that it's very beneficial. So good for us, yay, yay. Pat on the back if we could. Take the left arm now, wrap it underneath the right, and taking those similar movements where the tips of the fingers touch or reach back behind your head toward the floor. However far you go doesn't really matter. We're all going to get similar benefits, and we're all just working on finding our range of motion. And same rules apply here to this practice as they would to any other practice. It's about finding your edge, right? Don't be hard on yourself. Just accept where you are. That's why we're practicing together. We can get better and better. Okay, so now we're going to shift those elbows and the arms to the left and look over to the right. And opposite direction. Elbows to the right, look over to the left. And just taking some circles or playing around, experimenting with how this feels in the upper body for you. And when you've had enough relaxing it, you should feel pretty stretchy, stretched out back there. I do. All right, friends, let's see. We're going to take that right leg off the wall and just let it fall open. But try to keep your back, your lower back, your whole spine elongated along the floor and without lifting those hips up. And bring that right leg back to meet the left, making sure those hips are still in contact and your water hasn't spilled out of your imaginary bowl in your hips. I guess the bowl is sitting in a different direction than it would be if we were standing. You catch my drift. That left leg falls open. Bring the left leg back up. And now just let both the legs fall open. You can take your circles with your feet. I'm really crunchy today. Let gravity do its work. If it's too intense, always the option to bring one leg back up, right? Or modify however you see fit. If it's not too intense, to just keep both those legs open, let's try. legs back together, and we're gonna take a supine Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So soles of the feet come together, let them come down the wall. We've done this seated. So soles of the feet are together, and we're just using the wall now to help us stretch open. You can also place those hands right above the kneecaps and push those thigh bones away from you. Gently is the key word. You need to move your neck around a little bit as you open up here in Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. All right, friends, extend. Bring those knees back into you with the hands. Shimmy back toward the wall if you got off the wall like I did. Keep that left leg nice and elongated up the wall. Cross that right leg over that left. Make a figure 4. And one of my favorite teachers taught me this one, and I love it. It's simple, but it's kind of awesome. If you have to shimmy a little bit away from the wall, go ahead. And let that left foot slide down the wall. We're in a pigeon pose variation. If you want, you can take your hands and grip on the back of that left thigh by threading through. And use that right forearm to open up the right leg, letting that knee work toward the wall a little bit more. Keeping the lumbar spine on the floor. And to transition, take your arms out to a T perhaps, open up into another V. And both legs back on the wall. Right leg stays there, left leg crosses over in that figure 4. And let that right foot work down the wall until it's, you feel an intense enough stretch. The further you bring that foot down, of course, the deeper it's going to, the more intense your stretch. You can flex that left foot and then thread through and grip on the back of that right thigh. Doing yoga through all of this is amazing to keep our mind focused and keep our body healthy. And just having this body awareness right now is preventative medicine. Being in tune, super beneficial. You can work that right foot further down the wall if need be, if you want to increase that stretch here. Maybe take some ankle rotations. Okay, friends, let's take that same transition, open up to a V again. All right, we're gonna put both feet on the wall, bend those knees, bring the right knee in toward you. We're taking a variation on Apanasana. And let that right leg fall out to the right. If you'd like, option to peace fingers around the big toe, and that right leg comes down to the earth. All right, both feet back on the wall, and this funny little Apanasana. Bring that left knee up toward your chest. So it is called knee to chest pose. Keep gripping around that shin and let that left leg fall. Wow, this looks super, super awkward. Fall to the left. Option to extend that leg out to the left. All right, from the Ardha Appanasana, we're going to take Appanasana. So Ardha means half because we went half with the right, half with the left. Now just regular traditional Appanasana. Give yourself a big hug, both knees to the chest. Option to bring the head off the ground, forehead toward your knees. Tense everything up. Squeeze everything. Let it go. Shavasana, however you'd like. You could do legs up the wall again. And you could also take one leg, cross it over. The other leg, cross it over. But this is it. You did it. Thanks, friends. Super easy. You stay right there if you'd like in your nice, comfortable Shavasana variation, whatever it is. Oh, take those hands to heart center if you're ready to come out of it. And the light inside me honors and greets the light inside of you. Namaste.